greatest racetrack in the world.
We're green flag racing at the Brickyard here in the greatest race of the year.
What's going on, everybody? Caleb here. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest racetrack in the world. It's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we are here to kick off some of the greatest weeks we will see on the channel this year. It's Indy 250 week, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got 2 weeks of incredible content here on the channel coming up. And we're going to kick all that off here today with a practice session for our full-time guys in the Haas IndyCar series. Got a point on the line for whoever can top the board once the session comes to a close, so it's going to be a good one here today. But yeah, welcome to full-time practice here for the 2024 Indianapolis 250. And we've got all 30 of our full-time guys coming out on track right now. But it's going to be a fun one here today. It's going to be a fun one for the next couple of weeks here on the channel. But taking a look at some of our first guys out. First focusing on, we got the number 97 of Aaron Abel. Abel's not had the best season so far. Neither has NS Racing as a whole in general. They've had a lot of struggles so far this season. Let's see. Abel's been on the climb though as of late, which is good. Coming out of Kansas, he's 14th in the point standings. He's got 1 top 5, 3 top 10s on the year. Yeah, definitely looking to turn NS Racing's luck around, as it's just not been it for them so far this year. Coming into this race, third to last in the standings, ahead of Otter Island Motorsports and Nathan Orman Motorsports. They were dead last at one point though, so definitely an improvement in that regard. I guess they're definitely hoping that it gets better on from here. Look at a few cars back. Here's someone that we're going to be watching out for this week. It's the number 49, Angel Gutierrez, your 2023 Indianapolis 250 champion. Driving full-time this season for Trackhouse Racing, and it's not been the worst, but not been the best of seasons for Angel Gutierrez. Coming into this race, 16th in the point standings. But we all know the absolutely incredible performance that Gutierrez put on last year here at this very race, and I'm sure Angel's probably looking forward to this one. No doubt about that. And right now in front of Gutierrez, that's the number 5 of Braden Perez. This is, I believe, his first full-time season here in the IndyCar series, although he ran the Indianapolis 250 back in 2021. Driving that number 5 for Appalachian Motorsports. He's had a solid season so far up to this point. Coming into this practice session, 11th in points off of Kansas. So it's been a very solid year so far for that number 5 and that team of Appalachian Motorsports. We've got the 00, Christian Vargas, who is definitely looking for redemption in this race. He's coming into the season, had a lot of expectation, driving the last season's champion's car. That was Luna Lona's ride last year, where she came home the champion. Vargas has hit a few rough patches so far this season, coming in 19th in the points standings. And Vargas has finished runner-up in this race twice, in 2019 and in 2023, so I know he definitely wants one. He wants an Indy 250. I know he definitely does. Got a couple cars here in a line here. Got Landon Smith Jr., Avery Alford, and Luna Lona. Lona, your Texas winner. Alford, your COTA winner. Landon Smith Jr. almost got the win last race at Kansas, but got held up by a lap car late in the going, coming home in 3rd place. But at least, I think Landon Smith Jr. was just looking for a good run. He's coming into this event 25th in points, and that's actually up 4 spots from where he was going into Kansas. So, Landon Smith Jr. looking for a good season turnaround. And we got a big pack of cars here. John Stewart, Angel Oliveira, Noah Clifton. See, that is Brad Stover and Chris Reynolds. Noah Clifton, he has not had a good season at all. He's the only car who hasn't scored a top 10 yet. Coming in this race, 30th in points. Only 53 points to his credit so far this season. But hey, he's sitting second on the board right now. And actually, your fastest time so far belongs to the 41 Angel Oliveira, who looked like they were going to be unstoppable at the start of the season. Started off the season with 5 top 10s. Yeah, started up the season with a couple top 5s in a row. Then had some really bad luck go their way. But still coming in this race 4th in the standings with 5 top 5s, excuse me, the most top 5s from anybody. So Oliveira still looking for even a potential championship run here this season, but we'll have to see how things go. Got the number 79, Trey Smith. Trey Smith, your 2022 Indianapolis 250 champion. I know he's definitely looking to join Nicholas Samadio, get his name on the board for 2-time Indy 250 champions. And here's your top 2 in points. 52 of Thomas Troxel, and your points leader, the 54, Bradley Bradshaw. Troxel coming into this race 2nd in the standings with... He's had a really good season so far, just hasn't been able to win quite yet. Although he has finished 2nd, I believe, 4 times so far this season. See, Homestead, Riverside, Willow Springs, and Richmond, I think. All those were 2nd place finishes for the number 52 of Thomas Troxel. So, it's still been a good season regardless. Unfortunately, he went a little bit off the rails last race at Kansas where he got taken out in an accident. Still was able to somewhat recover, but lost the point lead to Bradley Bradshaw in the process. But Troxel, at least looking for a better Indy 250 this year, failed to qualify for the race last year after having a mechanical failure during his qualifying lap, and unfortunately his lap during the last night shootout wasn't the best, so he missed the main event and raced in the Freedom 50, but definitely coming into this race this year with a lot of momentum and looking to potentially get his way to the Indy 250. And Bradley Bradshaw, this is probably the biggest name of the season so far. He's got 3 wins on the year so far. Everyone's already calling him the Chase Harris 2.0. And currently coming in this race, the points leader. And it seems like it's the oval tracks that Bradley Bradshaw has got down. He won at Homestead, he won at Richmond, and now he's got the win at Kansas, so all the oval tracks looks like that's where the 54 is keen at, and well, we're going to be here at an oval track for the Indy 250. Have to see how he does for that Scuderia team, the Lost Start team. Got a road course coming up as well, the Indianapolis Road Course, NTT Data Indy Grand Prix. That'll also be premiering during Indy 250 week before the Indianapolis 250. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Up at the top of the board right now, half the time is gone. And it's the 33 of Outer Baranowskis with the fastest time so far with a 41.610. Gonna have to see if Baranowskis can keep that time at the top. Baranowskis started out the year really rough for that number 33, but has really picked it up since then. I mean, it's honestly been lights out for this team after the 33 got a podium at Texas. Coming into this race, 15th in the standings. And yeah, Baranowskis is having a great turnaround after the season started for the 33. Have to see if they can carry this momentum into the next few races. And actually side by side with the car who's second on the board right now. That's the number 95 of Richard Kinghart. Nice to see him back here in the IndyCar series. This is his first full-time season since 2022 here in the IndyCar series. So nice to see him back in an open-wheel car here on the channel. Yeah, got a big pack going here, and it looks like some cars pitting, so gonna get some fresh tires and probably go out for another run. Let's see. 27, Ace Garcia. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if you can have any worse luck across different series than this guy right here. His Wawa Cup Series stint has been absolutely terrible so far this season. It's just been mechanical failure after mechanical failure, wreck after wreck for Ace Garcia and the Cup Series. And over here, it's not been too much better. Coming into this race, 27th in points after an abysmal run at Kansas. I'm sure you all know by now what happened there. But like his teammate Baranowskis, looking to potentially try to turn this season around. Unfortunately, missed this race last season, but had a really good run in the Freedom 50. Just have to wait and see what happens for that number 2017. I got a lot of cars on pit road now, getting their cars serviced and going out for one more final long run here. How about this guy, 81, Zachary Fitzwater. He's coming into this race. He's the third in the points. Your Auto Club winner. Won that race in absolutely spectacular fashion. And getting that win at Auto Club officially broke the tie between him and Nicholas Samadillo, and Fitzwater is now the winningest IndyCar Series driver in the field at 7 wins, now over Nicholas Samadillo's 6. Have to see how he does in the Indianapolis 250. Hasn't won an Indy 250, as surprising as that sounds, but did finish on the podium in this race twice. Finished in third in 2015 and finished runner-up in 2022. I know Fitzwater's definitely hungry for an Indianapolis 250 win. But yeah, how about this guy, Nicholas Samadillo? He's definitely going to be one to watch out for. He's got 2 Indy 250 wins under his belt. Excuse me. And he's had a really solid season up to this point. Coming into this event, he's 10th in the standings. So good season so far for that number 88 and Webb Racing Enterprises. I have to see if Samadillo could potentially get his third Indianapolis 250 victory. And Thought we'd talk about our rookies for a little bit. Got the number 59 of Dylan Matthews. This is their first full-time season here in the IndyCar series. He's had a pretty solid season so far. Coming into this race, let's see, got 13th in the standings. So a solid rookie campaign there for the number 59 of Dylan Matthews. See, here we go. Got the number 34, Brendan Wilmington. This is his first full-time season here in the IndyCar series. Ran the Indy 250 back in 2022. Ran the Freedom 50 last year. And Wilmington has had a great rookie campaign up to this point. Coming into this race, 8th in the standings. He's actually got 2 poles so far on the year. So yeah, good stuff there from that number 34, Brennan Wilmington. Got the 50, Skylar Taylor, who's not had the best season up to this point. Coming in 22nd in points, looking for a luck turnaround here for that number 50 team. Yo Racing's kind of had an up and down season. They won COTA with Avery Alford. Alford seems to be doing well, but it's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for the 50 of Skylar Taylor. Have to see if they could potentially turn it around soon. Hopefully they can. Let's see. And then, see if he's on the racetrack. Up there he is, got the 24, Bruno Diacomo. His first full-time season started it out with a bang. He won the pole at Homestead. Fortunately, it's been a little bit rough for that rookie to adjust. Coming in 26th in the point standings for Nathan Orman Motorsports. Nathan Orman Motorsports as a whole has had kind of a struggle so far this season. But they have shown flashes of potential, like Diacomo winning the pole at Homestead. I have to see if they can potentially turn it around. But that's all of our rookies in the full-time field. We'll have a lot of guys making their first open-wheel starts in the Indy 250 only entries. But you guys will get to see those in action during the main practice coming up here in just a few days. But time is winding down. We got 3 minutes to go. And Baranowskis' time so far has stood up at the top, still a 41.61. It's looking like Baranowskis could walk away here with an extra bonus point towards the championship. Just have to wait and see. Got just 2.5 minutes left to go in this practice session. Decent sized pack of cars here. John Stewart, Christian Vargas, 98 of Jay Knapp. But yeah, I think Baranowskis. Looks like that was a very, very good time for Baranowskis, and at least as of now, it looks like that is potentially going to stay. Yeah, some interesting names up towards the top of the board, and we've had a crash. That's the 5, Braden Perez, and the 49 of Angel Gutierrez. That's interesting. We'll put a replay on the screen of what happened, but man, the crash here late in the going during Indy 250 practice. Looks like they got together going into turn 3. So a tough break for those two there. You see 98 Jay Knapp got wide there off of turn 3, got into the outside wall. Knapp may be struggling with his car there in the 98. Under a minute now. Everyone's looks to be getting their final laps in. But it's still looking good for that number 33 of Outer Baranowskis. Who is back on the track, trying to set maybe one more flying lap. Right behind the 34, Brendan Wilmington. That's interesting. We don't usually see crashes here in the practice sessions. So yeah, that's an interesting one right there. But 10 seconds remaining. Everyone's coming around to complete their final laps. Let's see if these guys make it to maybe do another lap. No. Looks like they're just going to miss out, and probably extended to let everybody come back around and finish the lap that they are on. We'll see if anybody is able to top Baranowskis' 41.61. And it does not look like that is going to be the case. Just wait for everybody to come back around. That'll do it, because those were the last cars across the line before time ran out. So how about that? Outer Baranowskis will top the board here in full-time practice with a 41.610. And that'll be a bonus point for that number 33 team going into the Indianapolis 250. So good stuff there from Dutch Atlantis Racing and Audra Baranowskis. But taking a look at our results from Indy 250 full-time practice, Baranowskis at the top of the board, 41.610. Kinghart actually set the second fastest time, 41.636. And then it's Anderson with a 41.701. As we look down the field, there is everybody else's time. All the way down to Ace Garcia with a 42.460. So Dutch Atlantis Racing bookends the practice session here today. But pretty interesting practice session, I must say. I mean, hey, we're just getting started here for Indy 250 week. It's gonna be a fun one, I'll tell you all that. But see, tomorrow, let's see here. Tomorrow will be the HES Sprint Series race from Hillside. The final race, I believe, in the Dash for Cash, so that ought to be an interesting one. And then on Thursday, we've got the NTT Data Indy Grand Prix. Friday is the main practice, as well as the Wawa Cup Series Brandt at 400 at North Wilkesboro. And then over the weekend will be qualifying and the Fast 9 Last 9 Shootouts to complete our first week out of 2 of Indy 250 week. It's going to be an exciting one here over the next couple weeks, and I'm so excited to get everything underway. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all at the NTT Data Indy Grand Prix. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all at Indianapolis. Y'all take care, and have a good one.